Right now, at this very moment, someone or something is in control of your life. It's either you or your circumstances. It's either you or other people's beliefs. It's either you or your fears and excuses. As we go about our days, we have a choice to either take control or let go of control. There is no in between. We are either moving towards something or moving away from something. There are some things in life that we cannot control. For example, we cannot control the economy, the seasons, the politics, or other people's opinions of us. Taylor Swift has this song, Shake It Off. The haters are going to hate, the players are going to play, and the fakers are going to fake. So we have no control over that. However, we have control over our personal philosophy, our actions, our thoughts, and our beliefs, our daily habits. So these are the things that we need to focus on. My message is this: control what you can and leave the rest. There are 5 areas of our lives that we need to control, and if we do, everything will fall in place. The first one is health, our overall physical well-being, our sleep, our diet, and our exercise. We have nothing without it. The second one is time, how we spend and prioritize it. And the third one is our mind, our beliefs and personal philosophy and mindset. And the fourth one is our associations, the people that we surround ourselves with. And the fifth one is money, how we save it, spend it, how we manage it, how we invest it. So let's talk about these things in more detail. Time. We spend time on things that we value. Whatever we spend our time on, that tells the world what we prioritize at that given moment. For example, if I decide to spend my whole weekend on watching Netflix, binging my favorite shows, then I'm telling the world, telling myself like, oh, that's what's important in my life right now. If I do that one weekend, that's probably okay, I can get away with it. If I do it every weekend for the next 6 months, that's probably not going to take me closer to my goals, if I have any goals in life to begin with, right? So we need to be very mindful of what we spend our time on, because time goes by so quickly, and we wake up next year and we realize that we haven't done the things that we wanted to do. Like, look at it already, 2025 is gone. It went by so quickly. Second one is our mind. So think of your mind as a garden. You have a choice to either plant something in it, like beautiful flowers or vegetables that you can eat, or you're just gonna let the weeds take over. Some people treat their minds as like a public garbage disposal, and they let anyone dump anything in there, right? And then they are not standing guard at the door of their mind. They would watch horror movies or they let things into their lives that are toxic influences, or spending a lot of times on social media doom scrolling, and then they wonder why they are feeling miserable or inadequate. So it's very important to always be mindful of what we are allowing into our minds. And then the third one is association. The people that we surround ourselves. There's a saying that you are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. And it's so true, because the people that we hang out with, they can influence our beliefs, our thinking, and our habits. Chances are, if we are hanging out with people who complain all the time, we are going to catch ourselves complaining more than usual. So their habits rub off of us. So that's why it's very important to always be mindful of who you are letting close to you. You can be like a sponge, especially if you are an empath like me. I can feel everyone's emotions, everyone's feelings, and it's very hard for me sometimes to know where I end and where others begin. And then the next one is money. How we spend it, how we invest it. Do we have a budget? Do we have any financial goals? Do we have any debt that we wanna pay off? Money gives us so much freedom if we have enough of it, and if we don't, that's a burden that we'll always carry. You can never have a good night's sleep, I believe, if you are carrying a heavy debt. I've been there. I know that so well, way too well. And then our diet, a good workout routine. We need to dial in our diet as well. Sleep hygiene, that's so hard to perfect, at least for me. I'm still working on it. For me, that is the biggest challenge. The interesting thing about these 5 pillars is that they are connected, they go hand in hand, and they affect one another. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have health, you have nothing. If you have a terminal illness, if you have chronic pain, you cannot enjoy your life. If you control your time, then you are going to create space to work on your mind. If you control your mind, then you are going to make better decisions about your associations. If you control your associations, chances are that you are going to come across principles that can improve your financial situations. And if you control your money, you are going to be able to buy back time. So it's like a cycle. Everything is connected with everything in life. Every decision, every action has an impact. So start with your should list as you go about your day, and I do that too, right? I look at things and I'm like, oh, I should do that, I should do that. So if you just focus on that, what are the things that you always say, like, oh, I should take care of that, then start there. Know your priorities and build systems that support your decision. Remove temptations from your life. If I stand in front of my refrigerator, I don't have a philosophical discussion with myself about whether I should eat healthy today because I only buy healthy food. Willpower is overrated. It's going to run out. We need to rely on systems because they keep running when we are low in motivation. The compounding effect of our daily actions is staggering. We need to be very mindful of our actions and decisions every single minute, every single hour of your time. And we need to review our choices and adjust if necessary. Always be intentional of how we are spending our time and day, our money, who we are associating with, everything else that we talked about today, right? A lot of people wait for perfect condition to start and change, not realizing that starting is the perfect condition. 5 years from today, we are going to arrive. The question is where. If we take control of our life, the outcome is going to be totally different, right? Obviously. If we finally do the right thing and show up for ourselves, people are going to look at us differently. We are not going to have that victim mentality anymore. Doors will open up for us and we are going to feel more at peace with life in general. I want to leave you with one last quote from Jim Rohn. If you don't design your life plan, chances are that you will fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. If one of your goals for 2026 is to gain control over your finances, watch this video next. I wish you a very peaceful, happy and healthy 2026. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.